What is up, yo? Well, wait, did I say... Yes, oh my god, fuck you. Did I say that yet? Hi, guys. Fuck you, Los. We're gonna... I swear we're gonna finish tonight. We had 16, 17, 18. Was some Andy Renee Nay? Hold on, did it ever get fixed? Let's see, Andy and Renee. Mod. Nexus mod. Why the fuck is it under review? That's so stupid. Apparently it's a copyright mod? A copyright strike? But like, why? It's weird. I couldn't find it elsewhere. I'm going through a YouTube LP of it. Well, you should be watching me instead. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up about 2 hours before dawn. You wouldn't even know about it if not for me, so shut up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. This is very interesting. This is like game of the year compared to Paper Mario. Hello? This is Jowd. Are you listening? I need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. That is very fair. After 3 hours of straight nothing. And it's gone. Fuck. Oh, you better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. Are they thanking me, the player? At the other end of the phone line, I'm finally gonna find my answers. Better get going. A single telephone line connects me to the other Sissel. Ugh, gross. But that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fate of many people. And I just reached the center of the web. Welcome to Yonoa? Yonoa. Detective Jowd. My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. It's because I switched the power off to my mask. Detective Jowd. I used your phone, hope you don't mind. Why are they blue? Egads, man. Is that Aurora Borealis? I completely fucked up that line. Egad, never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate. I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. Submarine, eh? But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Yonoa was going to surface. Confound it. You detectives have a little saying. There's something you want to know about a case? Ask the criminals. The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. A little something for you. Cabanella has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a pocket watch. Sorry, something. Is that what you're doing, Bill? Yes, Inspector Cabanella. I hear he's an excellent investigator. Not first, not tonight, lady. Tonight, Whiny was up first. By the way, where's the man in red? I know he's on the submarine somewhere. Sicily, you mean? You can relax. That's nothing but his shell. His shell, eh? The spirit isn't here right now. Most likely not right. Most likely right about now, he's controlling your daughter. Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a horse to take me, just please let her go. Bah. There's something our nation needs. Sissel has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Sissel has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip. I feel like this is what? That looked interesting. I feel like this almost qualifies as a visual novel. Our nation has already researched it. This product that Sissel has to offer, the source of his powers. Part of the meteor? What in the world was that? The Temsic fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Sissel is concluded, as far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? What a mistake to make, right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Farewell. What the fuck is happening? What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jowd, where did he go? Although, like I said last night, I feel like with how much lore dumping was happening yesterday, these chapters might be shorter. Now, I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. Smell danger. Better find them, and fast. How y'all doing on your, Fortnite quests? This phone isn't working. Why is there a phone there? Guess we can't leave the submarine. Who's there? You're here. Huh? Hey, it's Missile! Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. What with my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla. Do you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? Sorry to say, slugged it earlier, but can barely play. Well, why would you play with controller? I'm sorry. Oh, because your mouse is broken, right? I'm almost 100. Have I been playing too much? I'm sorry to say, I don't think I can. Why did I even bother to ask? I've just been playing all week. But you mean you don't have like 10 mice just laying around ready for replacement? But you do have the power to swap objects. Let's go find that lady detective and the little lady together. You got it. The telephone is ringing. Wow, it's Miss Camilla. I just know it. My trusty nose is practically screaming at me. Used to, but I went through them all. I think you'd call that more of a hunch. And money is what it is. Well, I just have a bunch around because my previous mouse stopped, or it was notorious for double clicking. And within like 2 months, the mouse I bought, because it was on clearance, was double clicking. So Logitech just sent me another one. And then that one double clicked, so they sent me another one. And then that one double clicked, so they sent me another one. And then how many am I at now? Am I at 4? Yeah. And then my warranty finally expired. So I have 4 of that mouse laying around. Anyway, let's get to that phone before it stops ringing. One of them I actually opened up and fixed myself. You bet. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get a response on mine since my warranty is... Wait, no, I need this little ball. Up here, then here. There we go. I just heard another little explosion in the distance. Get a bathroom. Sissel, look! That black hello. That black hello? It came off... Oh. It came off the hook. Uh-oh. I better answer it fast. Ah. Come on. Hello? Is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. Sissel, where are you? Somebody please answer. Guess she can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh good, I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn is... I said Lynn. It's Lynn? You better hurry. Let's go, Sissel. Go there. Is yours Logitech? It's no use. Nobody's answering. No, okay. I don't know then. Oh shit, she's dead. Miss Camilla! And Miss Lynn! Oh, poor Miss Lynn. Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. What is this, the 5th death that she's had tonight? Looks like another tragedy's happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Sissy, I knew you'd come. Miss Camilla! Miss Camilla! Missile too. I'm so glad to see you're all right. Well, wouldn't say I'm all right exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What? My voice? That's right. Camilla has a core now, so that means she did hear Missile's voice before when he saved her that time. So that was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you. Miss Camilla, so glad I was born your little doggy. Missile, could you stay here and watch over... Could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while? Huh? But don't you need my powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her. Okay, I'll do it! Thank you, Missile. I wonder what happened this time. I'd better talk to the little lady a little more, and then better do something about the detective lady. talk to you a minute? Yes, Sissy? Could you tell me what happened to you? What happened after I last saw you at your old house? Oh, let's see. After that, I think I fell asleep. I woke up to the sound of an engine. So she was already in the submarine by then, eh? Thought to myself, I have to escape. The next thing I knew, I found myself in this big room. I was so tired, I couldn't move. And then... Camilla! I was so relieved. I don't remember what happened after that. She must have passed out, the poor thing. It only just now dawned on me that the swirling red background looks like the abortion you fight at the end of Earthbound. You've been through so much. You were very brave. I think Lynn's probably been through more than me. You've both been brave. Wheel. Can I Oh no. I guess that works. I was going to say, can I undrown her? Oh, Sissel, you're here. Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. I guess you wouldn't know in that case. Where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with the radio transmitter Inspector Cabanella fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat, and then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line and would look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here. Wow, that's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Huh? There was a flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Oh boy. Sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself. Oh no. Camilla, are you okay? Camilla? Hello, Lynn. Or is it Detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met. Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago? Well, I see there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camilla back. She has nothing to do with any of this. Afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance. The phone is ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls me dead. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution. Well, knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted, to be executed by his own daughter? I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Nobody could possibly know what I've... What in the world? An explosion? Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Everyone just uses each other, huh? Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. She's right. I'm not him, am I? He was going to shoot Detective Jowd as Camilla when he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life. Again. You didn't have to add the again part. Well, again, it's been like 5 times. So, get off my back. So let's see, the cause of death this time was that mysterious explosion. You're pretty up for a dead one. You know, detectives love a good mystery. It's like a shot of vitamins. And what do you mean for a dead one? Anyway, I guess we should look for a way to stop the explosion. Alright, let's do this thing. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. I'm afraid with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are. Camilla. Can't do anything. I think when she gets closer, I can use a gun. Okay. Time. Can I do it? Nope. Oh, that's what it's ringing for. It's ringing for me. No use, I can't get the line to work. That's funny. Thought I could use a phone in the past if somebody was calling. What are you talking about? The ringer has to be off the hook first, silly. Don't look at me. I can't do it. I don't have any hands or feet right now. I mean, please answer the phone. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. Hey, we somehow managed to knock the receiver down. Somehow managed? Who's to say that's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry. Now's your chance to get on the phone. It might be Detective Jowd. He's right. I better check it out. Hello, anybody there? If anyone's still there, get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. Speak up. Why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming. We're leaving. So it must be true what they say, that there are restless ghosts on board. Updated the phone book. That does it. I promise to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Who is he calling restless ghosts? Well, it's true neither one of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, it looks like the crew... Looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. Guess that means the fate of this sub has changed slightly. Woohoo! Checkpoint. Sissel has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip. Oh, can I... No? It's Detective Jowd. What's going on there? I saw this little deal go down once before. In just a minute, the man in red is about to get his Temsic fragment taken away. I don't get it. What's happening? They decided to conclude the deal without the other party present. They're just going to go ahead and steal the Temsic fragment. Huh? But that's cheating. I think we have more important things to think about right now. Where's the Temsic fragment going to go? It won't budge. Maybe it's broken. Oh well, I guess I don't have to lower it right now. And if I ever had to move it, I could probably get Lynn to do it for me. Foreshadowing. Nothing's happening. It sure seems like it should do something. Maybe it's just some kind of ornament. I really wish they had a few more character portraits for that. Is Dog here? No, he's not. What? Why did it not? Oh shit, there it goes. There's a couple extra emotions considering the amount of... Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, I'm guessing they didn't because it was just a DS game, and then they didn't bother to update it to the port. The Temsic fragment. You're mine at last. The objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned. Yes, sir. Farewell, sir. Well, I mean, you know, so what just happened? They put a little more effort into Phoenix, right? The whole room just disappeared with Detective Zhao in it. Don't worry, Len, but Detective Zhao can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. I can't believe this is happening. Now then, I'd better hurry along before Sissel discovers what he's lost and comes after me. The Yonoa will be his coffin. May it lie buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Sissel! And I mean specifically the smaller ones at the top of the screen. I think the big ones do have them. I mean, I'm in there. Aha, so that's the cause of the giant explosion. Huh? What is? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. Torpedo, it's like... Well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you? Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes more readily to mind. Looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good. We have to do something before the torpedo is fired. You can't let it launch. But what can we do? Let's just get to the torpedo as fast as we can. Maybe we can find a way to stop it somehow. True detective never gives up. Well, we certainly can't just ignore it. Time is gonna launch. Don't worry, we can still find a way to stop it. But how? Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? Still something we can do. I hope. What was that I hope at the end, the strongest part of the sentence? Okay, here goes. Why is she saying that like she's helping in any way? Always goes back to the rats. I came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. Was that really the best move? I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right? I'm sure the poor little rat will thank us too. How in the world did it get in here? Do you know how a torpedo works? No, I can't say I do. Wow, detectives sure know a lot. Saw it explained once in a book. On impact, the fuse in the tip is depressed. Yeah, me too, buddy. That in turn sets off the detonator. Detonator, huh? That must be the red button. How do we stop it? They didn't explain anything about that in the book. Wow, detectives sure know a lot. I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. spinning black things, right? Apparently, their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. It must be pretty heavy. What if we can use these weights to our advantage? Looks like just the thing. If we can clamp this thing on the fuse, it should keep it from moving. So what does that mean exactly? It means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with us. I have to admit, I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try. But before we can do that, looks like we have to get something out of the way first, huh? This is probably the detonator. Hey, don't press it. The torpedo will explode. Oh, better be careful. But, you know, there should be a safety device around here somewhere. Safety device, huh? That sounds promising. We have to put the safety on before the thing blows up. Stubborn looking, quite a worthy amateur. You do know the rat isn't the main focus here, don't you? Okay, true. But until it's out of the way, we can't set the safety device. Right. So if only our missile was here right now. We have to get this little creature to leave somehow. Almost out of time. At this rate, we're going to blow up in the submarine. Uh-oh. To set the safety and keep the torpedo from detonating. Oh, hey. Do we have time? Great, we've dumped the little creature off. Wow, those weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now, time for the safety device. Right. There, we clamped on the safety device. We did it! That should keep the torpedo from exploding. But there's just one problem. Problem was that the torpedo is still going to impact. We can't do anything about that. Uh-oh. What was that noise? Oh. Looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine. But it looks like the submarine is still okay. It's gonna start leaking though. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Sissel, we did it! What's the matter? You still look unhappy. We stopped the torpedo from blowing up. We still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right, I guess. I guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable. Huh? Am I hearing things? Anyway, I guess we'd better get back to the present as quickly as we can. Right. I'm worried about Camilla. We managed to stop death, for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. Uh-oh. Water is seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. I feel like the armor plating should have withstood that. I've got to get them out of here. I'd better go meet up with Lynn. lights went out, but the machine apparently still works. Unfortunately, I guess it won't run for very long. Maybe I can use the movements to help me create a path. Better hurry over to Lynn. It's not safe to stay here. And I just don't have the power to stop that water from coming in. I like this because if the power shut off on me, I'd get stuck. Just see light pipe. Lynn, Milla, you're awake. How do you feel? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camilla! Oh, Missile, you're here. Oh, poor Miss Camilla. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Sissel should be along any second. I knew Sissy would come. And Missy is here too. I'm so happy everybody's going to be with me now. Camilla! Miss Camilla! Like, everyone's gonna die with her now. I'll get you out of here. If it's the last thing I do, I think I'm gonna cry. Or whimper, as the case may be. I'd better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here, before it's too late. Oh, look at that flashlight. Sissel, he's here. Up you go. Glad you're here, Sissel. Sorry for the wait. Looks like the room is going to fill up with the water fast. We'd better get out that door as quickly as we can. We won't be getting out that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure is too great already. I can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? Think of it as the force of the water holding the door closed. Water level keeps getting higher and higher in here. So the only way out of here is up, huh? Exactly. Okay, got it. Let's look for a path that goes up. Boom. Hey, look at that ladder. Wonder if we can get it down somehow. Good idea. Let's try it. Oh, and by the way, yes, can't swim. Neither can Camilla. Don't you have any good news for me? Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? There must be a switch or something somewhere that lowers the ladder, provided the person who designed the sub didn't miscalculate the ladder length. I didn't even consider that possibility. And I have to warn you, I can't swim, neither can Camilla. Yeah, you already told me. Handle. Oh, leaf. Glove. Fuse box. That was not what I needed. Door. There's a door here too, but it's stuck or something. I can't open it. I'll leave it to your superhuman strength, detective. Actually worked. You did it, Sissel. Thanks. What was that? It looks like the water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Huh? Sissel, the flashlight doesn't work anymore. Hey, don't get mad at me. Maybe the contacts are bad or something. Yeah, I know. You can fix it with your powers. Okay, now that's just taking things too far. Oh, hey, great. Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something? That's a cruel question considering the circumstances. Now, all we have to do is get to that door, and we're safe. Eek. Ow. What happened now? Looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. Can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky or we're dead and we just haven't realized it yet. Come on now, as if the latter could be true. Water's coming fast now. What now? The water sure is rising fast. Come on. We'll just have to go up to the top. Let's see how I can help with my ghost tricks. Well, I think I see a familiar flame over there. Sissel, there you are. How's it going? How is it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous this situation is, don't you? Of course, after all, just ask anyone who knows me how much I hate taking a bath. Maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies? Of course. That does nothing. Keto. Oh no, they are different actually. Large. Oh, okay, she can go. Would large be easier to connect to? It is not. Does anything work? It does. Okay. These pistons sticking out right in front of me. It's almost like they're taunting me. Hey, maybe it's a challenge. It might be just that. Think you can climb them? If I wasn't holding Camilla, I could probably do it easily. So you're not telling Miss Lynn to leave poor Miss Camilla behind, are you? Could you just be quiet for a minute, Missile? These pistons sure do look like they could be used to our advantage. Small. Did I do it right? Medium. Or wait, are they both mediums? This is sticking out in front of me. It's like they're silently pressuring me to climb them. Oh, I doubt they're doing that, Miss Lynn. Looks like how much the piston thrust out is related to how large the fans are. This is when my arms are full, my legs are free. If you could just move the pistons so they are a little easier to climb, I think I could do it. Okay, so in order to do that, we need 3 different sizes of fans. Uh-oh, the water is still rising. It's up to my knees. It's freezing cold. So hold on, we better create a path fast. Hang in there, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Miss Lynn. Ah. There, how about that? Yeah, this is great. You made a staircase for me. You'd better hurry. I don't think that water's gonna wait for you. Ouch. I gotta turn off the steam. Now this steam is getting in the way. It's too hot to get through. What? And there's no way to go around either. Think you can do something? Of course we can. We have to. Okay, he needs the system. Wait, how do I get out of here? Okay. That should go up for me. Yep. Extinguisher. Turn it. So by closing this valve, I've shut off the first steam flow to shut off the steam to the flow to the first one. So we need to bring this off. Look at that, if I swap the pipes, changes how the steam comes out, huh? Oh, I get it, because the cracks in each pipe are different, right? So each pipe sprays out the steam in a different way, eh? But that will come in handy. Here comes the water again. Oh, I wish I could drink it all up for you. No, miss, it's too salty. I think the more relevant point is that he's dead, so he can't drink it. Whatever, just do something about this steam. Leave it to me, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Miss Lynn. Oh, here we go. I think that gets what I need. They're the same challenge. Oh, that one can leak because it's already closed off. Okay, there, how does that look? Looks great. All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way. Okay, it's not far now. Try to move forward. Ouch. Look up there. If I can just make it to that door, we can escape. Now, how in the world am I going to get up there? Yell at me? If you want to yell, you can yell at me. Listen, how can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? I think you just did. Let's look for something to pull Miss Lynn up with. Something to whisk Miss Lynn and glide her ever so gently to the top. Hey, you being sarcastic. Get on. Alright, now this is what I'm talking about. I'll be back. Okay, raise away. I want to lower her as a joke. Sorry, I can't do it. Hurry, open it, hurry! Is there any way to ask for something? Our power. Okay, it's not. It's no use. I can't budge it. It must be stuck. Oh no. No! This way! What is all the stuff on it? Now, is that watertight? And it's not going to let it keep going up? What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea. I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. Yay, we made it through another one. Alright, yeah, we're definitely doing it tonight. We're gonna get there, finally. $5.10. The upended submarine continues to sink, slowly but surely. Long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? The manipulator? So you managed to survive, detective. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance, I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You know about me all along? Of course, what else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? How come you decided to save us all of a sudden? Thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who am I? Who in the world are you? Cecil, look at you. What happened? I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are? That's right. Came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought it was you, Cecil. Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. I bet you'll remember really soon who you are and who I am, too. What? The man in front of me is not me. Or I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind. A memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. Well, he got betrayed by the guy that he was dealing with, so now he is turning good. They got us good. It's all over for this submarine. The engine room is destroyed, and there's a hole in the hull. I don't know if there's a better... how else better to say? Hole? There's a hole in the hull. There we go. And it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had a deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. Temsic fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your power? Yeah, that meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research. I think I've got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects, and in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently there are individual differences in the powers we get. And it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah, my powers have changed over the past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small, living objects. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite, its radiation. That's what does it? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? On that day, 10 years ago, a fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart and I died. So of course, I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. Aren't the Temsic remnants still right there at the park? At the bottom of the crater? You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too. Another effect of the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Oops. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite? One of the characteristics of that meteorite is the ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? This is all so strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. Makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing. And that just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, My body was continuously cycling between the moments that separate my life and death. What? My body's vital functions stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped? Huh. So I just simply existed, not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day, my hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut the guy's body with a scalpel. So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives. As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. That's why he wanted his daughter kidnapped. So they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsic. Detective Jowd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanella and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And, as it turns out, me. I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temsic fragment, and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, detective. Me? If you weren't there in that park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Oh, okay. But I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, and you'd become a detective looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. Wait, was I the black cat? Told you who I was. But no, the black cat lived. He took off as the black cat. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago. So of course you didn't recognize me. I'm the cat. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. Your subconsciousness resisted me. Such incredible power. It's the first time I wasn't able to control someone completely. The aim was off, and the first shot missed the mark. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan anyway. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that, but then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Aha, the inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsic meteorite. Because you were looking at the Jowd case. They thought you would find out about Temsic sooner or later. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for the water pressure to crush the submarine. Oh no. There are no cores that link from here to the water surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and there are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling. Cut off from the world. All alone in a submarine. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. Also known as like this. Coffin generally does coffin. It's generally a coffin for the dead, isn't it? That must be how you felt all along. Lynn? Camilla? Is it true? We're stuck here? What? If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry. That's funny. What is it, Sissel? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsic fragment and escape, if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute. Yes, we do. This will tell us where Detective Jowd is. That present from the inspector in white. That's right. Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in the person's body in the command room, right? And we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even when we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us with our powers, right, Miss Lynn? Right. No, wait a minute. What about a torpedo? A torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. Looks like Detective Jowd is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. Dad isn't here on the submarine? Don't worry. We're gonna go get him right now. Okay. I hope I didn't hurt Lynn's feeling. What I said about my dad saving us if he was here. Oh, don't worry about that. Comments like that just roll right off Miss Lynn's back. She's really a thick skin. Ouch. I'm gonna start being tougher too. I want to make my dad proud of me. Miss Camilla. I'm sure your dad is very proud of you, Camilla. No. So his shell is definitely there in the command room, right? Just without the fragment. It's there, yeah, but I don't know about calling it a shell. Detective Jowd's watch will tell us exactly where it is. Right. He said I was a radio receiver, didn't he? There might still be another torpedo on the submarine. If we use it, we can get to Detective Jowd. That's a brilliant plan, Detective. I think so. So what are you gonna do? Ride on top of the torpedo? Of course not. You guys are gonna go. Darn. I kind of wanted to see that. Did you want to see me drown? You know, I did notice that the torpedo earlier did have two points to connect to. Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, this looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? This machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. Oh, it sounds heavenly. I've been thinking about this for a while now, but don't you think that country's use of technology is just a little off? Says the guy who made a deal with the said country. Anyway, looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. Torpedo? Torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're going to use a missile to ram the control room. Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Jowd up, but something like that. We'll climb up to the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. Looks like the torpedo can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be one more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into this torpedo. And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck. How's it going there? I'm just calculating the command room's coordinates now. I have to put in a slight offset though. Don't want to blow it up. I'm sure Detective Jowd would appreciate that. Well, leave this to me. Good luck with loading the missile. Okay, thanks. So it won't budge. Maybe it's broken. But I don't think the entire device is broken. It would probably work just fine if I could move this switch. I just have to find a way to move it somehow. I can't do it with my powers alone. What will happen to these 2 ladies? I think that's up to us and our powers. What? There's no time to be standing around, unsure of ourselves. You lend me your strength, missile. Me? Of course I will. Count on it. There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. Alright, all set on this end too, but something's odd. What is it? The command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Right. Okay. Hop onto the missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head towards the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. Then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Okay, come on, Missile. Missile? I'm sorry, I can't go. What? Just can't. How could I leave? Can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Missile. Swap the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Sissel. I can't do it either. Can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. I want you to go, Missile. What? But Miss Lynn. You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen. And that's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never, ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla, just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then. Don't worry. Miss Camilla! That's a good boy, Missile. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch. We're ready. Sissel? Yes? I never found out who you really were, but that doesn't matter now. All I know is I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. And I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're gonna see each other again, right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promised, little lady. Of course we will! I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes, then. Good luck, friend. Those 12 seconds are lasting in eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light of hope reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Detective Chow! I bet that big masked man did this. I'm gonna bite him. Better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and is sinking. So I wonder what this masked man is going to do. Let's talk to Detective Chow. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Damn, they've really been coming out lately. Please, excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How is Camilla? What about Miss Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. Tell Detective Jowd everything that happened on the submarine you know of. Okay. So the submarine is badly damaged? Why would he do that to his own submarine? Wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You? You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. You... Yomiel? Yeah, hello? Okay. I'm like, now I'm trying every name backwards. Like, what is it? What is it? What are they? Do they think they're hiding there? Do you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel? That's right. But those people in the Yonoa were calling you Sissel. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Would you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I'm trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. Sure, there's plenty we can still tell you, right, Detective Jowd? Right. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know. Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It's a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. Oh yeah, you are, Missile. It just makes me think of the top NEP hat. Top NEP hat. And just thinking top palm. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. Oh shit! God damn it! I keep clicking without reading. It doesn't sound like it's something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, that project was also the target of a secret plot. But you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. Never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then, one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomiel. 10 years ago. My soul was split from my body and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear. I mean, isn't that where he already is? But I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea, an overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. So that's why you murdered Alma? That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. Sure, your powers would be valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life? I asked them for two conditions. Number one was that they helped me with my revenge plot. And second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth? A new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was fake life, an artificial life. Just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name and identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. Finally, I wanted to die surrounded by a loving family. It's the kind of life I asked them for. A completely man-made life. That's right, I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask the national government to help me. And the response in the end was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my power on their own, and they even figured out what Temsic was all about. And you had no idea what they were doing all this? None at all. I was a fool. So then, why did you go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why did they go to the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temsic meteor from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector Cabanella and the old pitching guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then, they decided to put the park under surveillance, just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that odd leafless guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temsic meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsic meteorite. So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You've managed to steal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jowd back to life, of course. What good will that do now? We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them. We can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Alright, have a good night, lady. Thanks for coming by. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. Rewind time. So, where are we headed? We're not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There's only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We'll run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too. By the way, I am not human, Detective. I'm a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Country's use of technology is just plain off. You get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? There's nothing but a shell there. Hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility. no matter how small, detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, detective. It is time to say goodbye, detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, detective. Camilla, forgive me. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility? In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. A possibility of turning this situation around. Same thing. No, I don't care then. Huh? What is it, detective? Yeah, Yomi shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there's. The Tensing fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they're afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Temsik. His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death. But not anymore. The Temsik fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? Okay, my body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temsik fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see. That means you can go back to 4 minutes before your death. But wait a minute. Exactly when is that death? It's simple. We'll find out when we get there. Let's move. Are we going back before? Yeah, it should be before takeoff. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever, and then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all of the clues. All I have to do now is remember. And the final journey to the truth starts now. Ooh. Continue playing. Yeah. Final chapter. What time though? Oh yeah, because we don't know. 'Tis a mystery. When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago when the Temsik meteorite fell. Wait, so it's just gonna basically make everything that happened non-existent. We traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. It's ready. Oh, I was wondering, all that time it looked like she had a plunger. Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Eek. Wait, how? So where did the detective get his second gun? Now, just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. You okay? You're alright now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones that saved you. It's your job, mister. Me? I'm a police detective. So that's Temsic meteorite, eh? It's beautiful, looking at it from this angle. Changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Temsic from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. It's a matter of Detective Jowd. To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. Wait, that means that we would save his life, though. The meteorite fragment doesn't get to him. I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, the fact will never go away. My fate is to die here and then accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. But on the will that will be a new future. Okay, let's get started. Sorry. XXX. Now, how are we gonna save you? If Lynn would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything. When her sweet potato is almost ready, she's not gonna budge from that spot. But you know, it makes me wonder. Little girl all alone in the park, listening to music and roasting a sweet potato. What kind of childhood did that girl have? Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break. Anyway, if Lynn won't budge from that spot, then we'll just have to have the fragment move instead. It's ready. Wait, there's a thing in the basket. That might be of use. Oh, swap the meteorite. What is this thing? Oh boy, you even forgot what a sweet potato is? It's a roasted root vegetable. It's good. It's nothing like them on a cold winter day. They're sweet and they smell delicious. Okay, these guys sure are making me want to try them. Shooter, what are you doing? You're gonna hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You even made her drop her sweet potato. I know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway, at least her fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. Oh, I love the way that they have to figure out ways to give you checkpoints. Please don't do that. I thought maybe it would wake her up. If you did wake her up, what good would that do at the moment? You're the one who needs to wake up, Sissel. The little doggy says some pretty smart things sometimes. Oh, I'm in the basket, not whatever's in the basket. It's a rock. I forgot to change that. about time for that meteorite to come down. Uh-oh. We have to change the fragment's path somehow. Looks like both paths and fate can be difficult things to change. There has to be a way. We work together, you and me. I thought we'd be able to do something. Thought, that's funny. Wonder why he's using the past tense. What? It didn't even give me a chance. I doubt we can move those two from that spot. Which means you have to do something about the Temsic fragment instead. That should be easy with our powers. I think you're right, Missile. This is gonna be our grand finale. After fate change. Oh, wait, shit. Did I get over there with Sissel before? Oh, it didn't say rock. I'm a fucking idiot. It did say rock, but not rock in that sense. Look at that sweet potato. That big, scary sweet potato. Oh, sweet potato Missile. That's Mino. Oh, right, of course. But look at them, the potato and Mino. Right now, they're both the same shape. Oh, you're saying you can swap them? Huh, good idea, Missile. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna need your help. My help? Nope, I was where I needed to be. Wait, could I have reached further in? Okay, wait, I wish it would let me go back sooner. Yes, I know, okay. After fate change. Oh, stay with the sweet potato. What is this going to accomplish now? That was quite a sight to see. Looks like the park just got a new feature. But neither of them even glanced this way. So that's not surprising, seeing as even a meteorite didn't distract them. It was a desperate situation. Kill or be killed. And Yomiel is killed, right after this, by the meteorite. Well, now the park has a new feature. Can we use it to our advantage? Nope. What's this? Sweet potato. Nozzle. Nope. Well, I can see why not. Yeah, the overwhelming presence of Nino there. If only we could use it to our advantages somehow. Wait, the lamp is similar shape, but oh, it's too high from before. Maybe now it's in range. How did her losing oh, I don't need to switch out to switch characters. Oh, look, the lamppost is bending, but it hasn't broken yet. Really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. It just might hold out for a little while longer. I recall, the Temsic fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Minos sits firmly in its way, then fate should change. But with the pressure, it might, what's the word I'm looking for here? I can't get them out of here now. Poor Miss Lynn, I'm sorry. If you're really sorry, then put her down. Oh wait, I can turn off the water. Oh, alright now, Missile. I was really out of my head that day. Well, we can talk about all of this later. The Temsic meteorite is gonna fall very soon. Before that happens, I have to think of a way to do something about that fragment. And I have to do everything I can to help too. I guess just wait to see what happens. It's about time for that meteorite to come down. Don't worry, Miss. I think we're ready for it. Look what's right in the fragment's path. Oh, okay. That giant sweet potato. If anything can get in the way, that giant monster can. Ouch. Anyway, now the fragment's path ought to change. I feel like it would fall on it, no? What's gonna happen? There, how's that? Look, the fragment's course. It changed a little. Now Yomiel's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at that fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path? In its path? No! Ugh! Detective Joud, the Temsic fragment shot through his leg. What? The cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Come on, put it down. Huh? Joud, put the gun down now. If you don't, I'm gonna shoot him. I don't know if that's his detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down. No! I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. I won't let that happen. Missile, the bullet is stopped in midair. I'm here, inside the bullet. Now let's swap it with something. What? With what? Detective Joud, the meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. Though I can't go very far.
There we go. No, get out.
Okay, yeah, hold on. Gotta go take care of cat stuff. Okay, let's finish this. Swap. Gonna get bean. Is he not dead from getting pierced in the back? Oh no, we stopped the bullet, but we still couldn't save him. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive. How do you know? What? Not dead, I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death has changed, but still, the fate is just too painful to watch in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. But we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. There we go. Look out! Wake up. Gotta get out of there. Damn, well, where's the sweet potato now? Damn it, my leg won't work. It's all over. We're out of time. Miss Lynn! It's not over yet. There isn't anything else to swap with. I'll just let it play out and then try to find another way next time. Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. And you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain, like a scar on her psyche. I won't let that happen. Not if I can help it. But what can we do now? Even if we work together. I think there might be something that can be done. What is it? What can Sissel and I do? Don't forget, I'm here too. With the 3 kinds of power among us. Among us! Sorry, it's been a while. We gotta be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Yomio, Sissel, your power is manipulating objects. Use your powers to manipulate this. I don't get it. Just trust me. Let's go. Alright, I'll try to move there. Gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. And remember, you'll only have a split second. Now, got it. When was the last time you had a solid Among Us line? Now it's your turn, Missile. What? Me? Well, what can I do? Think you know the answer to that. Okay, got it. You can swap them. The hunk of concrete will go back to its original position. But even our swap them is still right above Miss Lynn. Don't worry. Okay, I'll swap them. We can't stop the horrible Mino. I don't see how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped all right. 2 seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, my turn. Your turn. I'm gonna manipulate her to move him. You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean? That's right. I'm gonna save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Well, it's just got his legs. He gods. He should be fine. Alive, at least. Ah, you're awake. Hey, mister. Is your knee okay? Huh? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt. You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. And the gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? I'm a police detective. Do you think you could call the police for me? Think you could do it quicker than I could. But... What's that? This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who have been very brave. Detective's badge? But, I mean, if it wasn't her whole motivation was to figure out his case, she's not going to jail now, then she has no motivation. Okay, you know what? To do a little detective. Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Badge is motivation now. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving by itself. It's as if somebody else was controlling me. I see. But you know, I'm glad it happened. Hey, mister. I found this kitten. It was over there. Come to think of it, just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. It's kind of limp. Is it okay? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. It doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitty. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? Well, looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? The kitten's, of course. Sissel's. Sissel? The name Sissel echoes in my head. That's my real name. These long, lonely 10 years, you were my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? Old friend. That's why he didn't know anything all game. I think. I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Hold it. That's why he couldn't read, yes. Weak. Somebody please look at me. Oh, kitten, shoot, you might get hurt. Somebody please reach a hand out to me. I had just only died at the time. I had lost everything, my life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. With no recollection of who I was. I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. Took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see, just one more time. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left with a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel." The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. These 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. At the time, as time passed, my powers gradually changed. First, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects. Then after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light, or at least that's what I tried to believe. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. Black cat. I was possessing Sissel then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your little friend. Sissel was inside the bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Sissel, there inside the bag, was dead. What? Oh, the first shot hit him. I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Sissel inside that bag. Yeah, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. That's when I got my powers of the dead, my ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It's because I thought the corpse was me. It's the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. True death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight. If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the power we got? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean, can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here, 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, now the starting point of the entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate. And I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, huh? Fate averted. So, Yamiel, looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yeah, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right. We should get back to our new presents. I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again. So these past 10 years will now all vanish? Well, not completely. Memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Sissel. Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It will be like we never met. So, before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yomio? Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you. You too, Yomio. Well, but, I mean, shouldn't, as soon as we changed fate, like, we all lost power then? Sissel, are we ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then. Sissel, I'll never forget you. I'll never forget you either, you valiant little doggy. It looks like you... Well, it looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds great, Detective Jowd. We all witnessed signals the birth of a new beginning, and now we're each going back to our own present. We said goodbye to the parts of our story that would be lost, believing that someday our paths will all cross again. But they never did. Wait. Before you go back to the new present, I wanted to thank you. The lamp? Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you. Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out the way I had hoped. Really am grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know. Who exactly are you? Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. Like how the game just does not want to end. You changed the fates of many people tonight, the first of which was hers. I also killed several people. 2 or 3, not that many. If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. A story of a little creature. After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw towards his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred. What? Look at that. The power of the dead, but how? He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. Thank you for the pennies, Lois. He didn't really, not yet, anyway. But, with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Wait a minute. That's because he died next, what's his face? Yomiel. That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. Nope, I finished the Let's Play. You've been watching someone else instead of me this entire time, you bastard. Unfortunately, with his meager power, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fella chased after the man. There still wasn't anything he could do. He promised me some hot Renee action and he fell on me. Not me. Nexus mods did. In the end, he was left behind with the man in the red in the deep, deep sea. And then he went back. Went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. What? He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. Wait, so is this missile the entire time? Anyway, time for sleeps. And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. That was you, huh? Oh, look at him old! Oh my god. That's right, I'm Missile. 10 years ago is a very long time in dog years. You couldn't change the fate of those people on your own. So you decided to wait those 10 years out. Exactly. And then, at last, the fateful night rolled around again. By this time, I had grown old, and my powers were weak, so I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. But wait a second, you were able to manipulate that desk lamp. Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. Huh? From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do, like travel through the telephone lines, for example. What? May not seem like much, but it's a very important power. Especially if you're trying to chase somebody. But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me? But one night. After all, we had met before. On that night, the first time around. What? We met before? From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at the junkyard on the edge of town. Followed the ghost world paths to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, they're in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my first stand on end, I can tell you. That was me? So I was shot on that night the first time around as well. You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. You did what? I just wanted to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry. I can't help you. That's what you said. And then you disappeared. Away over the telephone line. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. Mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory, so I could guide you along the right path to doing that. We would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red to Yomio. What? I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And then I gave you a time limit. A time limit? That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have been all over. Then you mean that thing about ceasing to exist? Oh, that completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. But I just wanted you to use your time wisely. Oh boy. Hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. Now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I. Listen, I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Missile. So you waited and waited these long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh? Of course, because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Sissel. So the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what had really happened that night. I made my way back to the new present. Huh? Come, it's dark. I'll just turn on the lights here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't really get the point of making the Cupid fall back down, though. Were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Yippee, it worked! But it's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday, the day before yesterday. I made it a surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again. That's alright then. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Jowd. Dad, you're home. Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Something wrong? You have one of those badges too. Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine, though. How long were you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn? What's wrong with it? To me, it's the symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? I would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day. When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny, eh? And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. That you will. That you will. Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're the same little kid. That's right, the very one. You know what? It's a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kid. Still a kid. Yep. He's never gotten any bigger or anything. Wow, a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Sissel. Sissel? Seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. I think Sissel likes you, Lynn. Alright, everyone, let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom. But you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow, too. And so we meet again, Sissel. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world and learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate. I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch. Watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their lives as they unfold. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Music was good in this game. Alright. Well, Took a little longer than I thought, but finished. God, fuck off, I hate you so much. Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn. Like I said, it isn't my birthday. Hey, Miss Lynn, I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort. But birthdays are for celebrating together, with friends and loved ones. Why does he have spaghetti but they have turkey? Yeah. How do you like that? Not bad, huh? Definitely not good. Maybe now I can be a great detective. What kind of example is the inspector providing for his men? Here's your food, gentlemen. Wait, why is she there? Isn't she a detective, or did that change? Memory? What are you doing here? I heard you were going to be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit. So you took a part-time job here again just so you could eavesdrop? Oh, you have no idea the lengths I'd go to reach my goals. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and I didn't even know what that was. Is this really necessary for this new curried chicken? Oh, but our very best customer requested it. Now, good luck with the taste testing. Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Just who exactly is this very best customer anyway? Oh right, he loves curry. Are you sure we really need all these explosives? Not to worry, Beauty my dear. Thousands, 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like we said. Wait a minute, 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams. Well, I mean, he doesn't get to have that. So this is where you work, huh, Papa? That's right, sweetheart. Darling husband, don't you have any idea all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories, the indiscretions of it. Now, must you talk that way in front of our darling angel? Here is to the stodgy mind of my darling husband. I guess the evil organization would still exist. This deal is going to great well, I must say. Yonoa is about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir. Be forewarned, sir. Egad! Keep it together, Matt. Are you trying? I believe I nearly died of fright just now. I can't keep up. Masakazu Sugimori. Hatsishimori. Love, peace, and pigeons. Long live rock and roll. Stop the park from charging admission. Protect the rights of those who live here. Oh my god, these fuckers. Today's the day, it's finally getting out. Everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing dance. Then let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we have a stomachache. I feel like that would just make it worse, no? Oh, I'm real interested in that one. Think you could show it to me, say next week? You got it. We're almost there. He's the painter now. In long years, Yomiel, your time's up today. The young lady who always comes by to visit you is waiting outside. Thank you, Cecil. Is he just gonna leave that in prison? Why is his wife not in the picture? Oh, well, she took it, I guess. I suppose that makes sense. Is that it? Extended epilogue. Oh, now the port. Well, I don't think anything is gonna happen here, but I also don't want to just quit. I need the save. Could do that off stream. But what if there is something different? So we need to wait. Anyway, then I guess my brain just went empty. Jesus. Guess we'll start Disco Elysium tomorrow. Finally. Oh boy. Gonna be stuck on that one for a while then, huh? Might not even leave the first room tomorrow. I might die from what I hear. With any luck. I don't know why I thought like maybe it was gonna show actual Sissel, but I mean, why create a character? Then again, no, it showed they didn't have to make the mother. Change a new background. Okay, God, I love finishing video games. Gives my life purpose. Oh, hold on, let me back that. Perfect. Okay. Woo! Another one down. A whole lot better than Paper Mario. God damn, Paper Mario was so disappointing. What the fuck? And it's that again. I did it indeed, yes. Alright, y'all. Whoever is still here. I am done for the night because we finished the game. And, I should be back on tomorrow at the usual time to start Disco Elysium. And we'll see how that one goes. The ghost has been tricked. I pulled tricks real good. Turn tricks. There we go. That's the phrase. All right. Thank you for coming out tonight, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see y'all later. Hopefully see you tomorrow, usual time. Disco Elysium, finally. Have a good night, y'all. I'll see you. Now you get to go disco that Elysium. Hell yeah. Good night, y'all. I'll see you later.